Welcome, dear listener. I invite you to get comfortable, perhaps settle into your favorite chair, or lay back against a soft pillow. Allow yourself to relax deeply as we embark on a long, leisurely journey through history. A story that some might find tedious, yet rich with the illumination of the past. If you find yourself enjoying this tranquil exploration, consider subscribing to the channel, where more tales await you, gently woven into the fabric of time. In ages long forgotten, when darkness blanketed the earth, humans sought refuge from the shadows. The earliest illumination methods were rudimentary, consisting of open flames that flickered and danced in the night. Small oil lamps, crafted from clay, were carried from home to home, their flames trembling in the gentle night breeze. These lamps were filled with animal fat or vegetable oils, the wicks drawn from woven fibers, suffering through their brief lives alight with hope, a means to stave off the encroaching darkness. As communities formed and the need for safety grew, larger flames took root. The use of torches became prevalent, illuminating paths and gatherings, casting elongated shadows which crept along the cobblestones. These torches were held aloft by sentinels, guardians of the night, ensuring that travelers might navigate through the enveloping gloom. The act of lighting a path shared a sense of unity as villagers came together to breathe life into the darkness, their flickering lights creating a communal bond. Though fragile in their glow, the early illumination methods were treasures that stitched together the fabric of society. They provided warmth, companionship, and a glimmer of safety as night unfurled its vastness. Step by step, humans learned to harness fire, nurturing it into vessels that would flicker and glow amidst the backdrop of an ever-watchful dark sky. Each method, in its simplicity, told a story of survival and connection, highlighting the human spirit's persistent push against the encroaching shadows. Through countless nights, the quest for light continued, leading from the fragile vessels of flame to more innovative means. The arc of this journey reveals a dance between man and the element of fire, an unfolding narrative of ingenuity, necessity, and the persistent yearning for brightness in the enveloping dusk. The advent of oil lamps marked a significant progression in the history of street lighting, occurring during the transitional period between various forms of illumination. Oil lamps utilized a variety of oils, among which whale oil, olive oil, and later kerosene became prevalent due to their availability and efficiency. The early designs of these lamps consisted of a simple reservoir to hold the oil, a wick, and a glass enclosure to protect the flame from weather elements. This innovation provided a more reliable source of light after sundown compared to previous methods such as torches or candles, which were often inadequate for illuminating extensive areas. Cities began to see the installation of oil lamps along their thoroughfares, a practice that would gradually evolve into a commonly accepted municipal responsibility. The process of maintaining these lamps involved regular replenishment of oil and adjustment of wicks to ensure optimal brightness. Municipal workers would be tasked with this duty, traversing the streets at intervals to inspect and relight lamps as necessary, especially during darker months when daylight hours were considerably reduced. The introduction of oil lamps into public spaces did not occur uniformly. Rather, it was adopted based on local governance and available resources. In some regions, oil lamps were deployed in select areas, while other municipalities opted to delay installation. This variance contributed to a patchwork of lighting levels across urban landscapes during the period. Consequently, the social implications of such advancements began to materialize as well, with illuminated streets affecting social behaviors and nighttime activities. As urban areas grew, there emerged discussions on the efficiency of oil lamps compared to alternative lighting methods. The advent of gas lighting in the early 19th century marked a significant development in urban illumination, transitioning from the earlier reliance on oil lamps to a more efficient and widespread system. Initially, gas lighting emerged in England, where coal gas, produced through the destructive distillation of coal, was utilized for this purpose. The first public demonstration occurred in 1807, orchestrated by Frederick Albert Windsor, who illuminated the streets of London, showcasing the potential of gas as a light source. The system was met with mixed reactions. While urban planners and authorities recognized the benefits of enhanced visibility during nocturnal hours, concerns regarding safety and infrastructure surfaced. The installation required extensive piping throughout city streets, as gas had to be transported from production sites to individual lamps. By the 1820s, cities such as Paris and New York began to adopt gas lighting on a larger scale, with numerous advancements in lamp design and gas manufacturing. To achieve optimal illumination, various lamp designs were experimented with, including the Argand lamp, which utilized a circular wick and a glass chimney to maximize light output. Gas lighting offered a brighter, steadier flame compared to its predecessors, although it did present challenges, including the need for regular maintenance and the presence of toxic fumes. Consequently, regulations were established to govern the installation and operation of gas lamps, ensuring proper ventilation and safety protocols to mitigate risks associated with gas exposure. As cities expanded, the infrastructure necessary for gas lighting continued to evolve, contributing to an ever-growing network of illumination that would soon permeate urban environments globally. The introduction of street lighting marked a significant change in urban environments, impacting various facets of daily life in cities. Prior to the advent of artificial illumination, urban areas faced substantial challenges after dusk, as natural light was limited and nighttime activities were severely curtailed. Individuals navigating the streets had to rely on rudimentary means for visibility, which typically included the use of torches or candle-like devices, yielding inadequate light. As urban populations burgeoned, the introduction of street lamps began to facilitate a gradual transformation of these environments, fostering a semblance of safety and community cohesion during the night. The use of oil lamps in the early 19th century exemplified this urban enhancement. Municipalities, recognizing the need for illumination, established systems to maintain street lighting, deploying lamplighters to ensure consistent functionality. This not only created a systemic routine, but also led to increased commerce during evening hours, as businesses extended their operations into the night due to improved visibility. The interplay between illumination and urban dynamics also affected social behaviors, as gatherings became more feasible and public spaces transformed into venues for social interaction. The introduction of gas lamps further advanced this trajectory, allowing cities to expand their nighttime utility, subsequently influencing the architectural design and layout of urban spaces. The transition to electric lighting endured as a pivotal moment in this historical narrative. enabling cities to reevaluate their relationship with night and the activities therein. The introduction of electric lighting in the late 19th century marked a significant turning point in the history of street lamps, transitioning from gas-lit systems previously employed in urban environments. The utilization of electricity for public illumination began gaining traction in the 1880s, following the advancements in electrical generation and distribution. Thomas Edison's development of the incandescent light bulb in 1879 facilitated the practical application of electricity for lighting purposes, leading to increased interest among urban planners and municipalities in adopting electric street lighting. The first electric street lamps were installed in various cities, with one notable example being in Wabash, Indiana in 1880. These initial implementations primarily utilized arc lamps, which produced bright, glaring light through an electric arc formed between two carbon rods. While the luminescence provided a significant improvement over the flickering gas lamps, arc lighting was accompanied by several drawbacks, including excessive brightness and a tendency to create intense shadows. Consequently, city officials and engineers began exploring alternative technologies, fostering the subsequent development of less harsh lighting solutions. As the technology improved throughout the 1890s, the introduction of more refined incandescent bulbs allowed for a transition toward a softer, more controllable illumination. This shift aimed to enhance safety and visibility on the streets, thus encouraging greater nighttime activity. The installation of electric street lamps necessitated the development of comprehensive electrical infrastructure, including power generation stations and extensive wiring systems. As electrification expanded rapidly, municipalities were compelled to adapt their frameworks to accommodate this demanding new utility. The design of street lamps has undergone significant changes since their inception, with innovation playing a pivotal role in this evolution. Early street lamps were primarily constructed from cast iron and glass, with the original designs often reflecting the architectural styles of their time. These lamps were manually lit using oil, requiring constant maintenance and oversight. The introduction of gas lighting in the 19th century marked a considerable shift in street lamp design. Gas lamps featured intricate, ornately designed brackets and globes, incorporating decorative elements that often mirrored the artistry prevalent in urban design of that era. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, the emergence of electric lighting fundamentally transformed street lamp design. The transition to electric street lights necessitated an entirely different approach to lamppost structure, which included the standardization of height and placement to optimize illumination. The introduction of new materials, such as aluminum and fiberglass, provided both functionality and aesthetic flexibility. Designs began to incorporate more streamlined forms, moving away from the heavy cast iron structures of previous generations towards lighter, more versatile designs. Technological advancements continued to influence street lamp design well into the late 20th century, with the application of photometric and energy-efficient designs becoming increasingly prevalent. Various shapes and illumination methods, including fluorescent and LED lighting, enhanced visibility, reduced energy consumption, and decreased maintenance requirements. This evolution has led to an array of street lamp designs tailored to meet specific urban and rural needs, progressively focusing on sustainability and efficiency. The ongoing development of smart technology has introduced further variations in functionality, with features such as adaptive brightness and integrated sensors becoming more commonplace in the designs. As a result, cities have begun to adopt modular street lamp designs, allowing for easy upgrades and replacements. These modular approaches contribute to the longevity and adaptability of urban lighting systems, reflecting the continuous adaptation of street lamp design to meet the demands of modern urban environments. The role of street lamps in modern urban environments has developed into a multifaceted aspect of city infrastructure, reflecting both functional needs and aesthetic considerations. Modern street lamps generally serve as crucial components that help illuminate roadways, sidewalks, and public spaces, thus facilitating safe navigation after dusk. They operate on various lighting technologies, including incandescent bulbs, high-intensity discharge lamps, and increasingly light-emitting diodes, LEDs. The transition to LED technology represents a significant trend in urban planning, as these lamps offer enhanced energy efficiency, longer lifespan, and reduced maintenance costs. Consequently, many municipalities have begun retrofitting existing street lamp systems to incorporate this advanced technology. The design of street lamps has also evolved, adapting to the architectural styles of different neighborhoods. Various cities have implemented distinctive lamp designs to cultivate a unique urban identity or to complement historical architecture. This consideration of aesthetics plays an important role in urban planning. Moreover, aspects such as the height of street lamps and their positioning are carefully calculated to maximize illumination while minimizing light pollution, which can disrupt local ecosystems and affect human health. Street lamps have also become integrated with smart technology in some areas, facilitating features such as adaptive lighting, which adjusts brightness in response to pedestrian traffic or environmental changes. This has created opportunities for cities to optimize energy consumption while ensuring safety. Such innovations illustrate the dynamic role street lamps can play in the contemporary urban landscape, extending beyond mere illumination to encompass broader themes of sustainability, technological advancement, and urban design. Smart street lighting technology has emerged as an integral component in the evolution of urban infrastructure. This advancement is characterized by the integration of sensors, data analytics, and communication networks, which enhance not only the functionality of street lamps, but also their overall efficiency. The concept of smart street lighting initially arose from the necessity to reduce energy consumption while simultaneously improving the management of public spaces. Modern smart street lights are equipped with light-emitting diodes, LEDs, a technology preferred for its reduced energy usage and extended lifespan compared to traditional incandescent bulbs. These LED fixtures can be controlled remotely, allowing municipal authorities to turn lights on or off as needed, facilitating a more responsive approach to lighting in accordance with real-time conditions. Moreover, these systems often incorporate a network of sensors that can monitor various factors such as pedestrian and vehicular traffic. This data enables cities to adjust lighting levels dynamically, improving safety while optimizing energy expenditure based on actual usage rather than fixed schedules. In addition to this, the advent of smart lighting systems may include features like integration with smart city frameworks, where street lights coexist with environmental sensors, traffic management systems, and communication networks to provide a cohesive urban experience. The ongoing advancements in smart street lighting continue to pave the way for further innovations, compelling municipalities to assess the integration capabilities of modern technologies with existing infrastructure systems consistently. As these developments unfold, the role of street lighting is realigned with broader urban strategies aimed at sustainability, public safety, and technological convergence. Through enhanced data collection and management capabilities, smart street lighting represents a step toward creating urban landscapes that are not only illuminated but also interconnected in various capacities. The implications of this technology extend beyond simple illumination, sparking discussions that encompass urban planning, environmental policy, and technological impacts on daily urban life. As cities worldwide embrace this shift, the adaptation of conventional street lighting to smarter, more efficient systems remains a focal point in discussions surrounding the future of urban infrastructure. Street lamps have served as significant symbols within various forms of art and literature throughout history. These fixtures, often taken for granted in the urban landscape, are frequently depicted in paintings and other visual art forms. Artists have employed street lamps as devices to convey themes such as light versus darkness, often using the lamp's illumination to suggest hope or guidance in an otherwise bleak environment. The interplay of light and shadow in the context of street lamps can evoke a contemplative mood, drawing viewers to reflect upon the transient nature of life and the passage of time, a recurring motif within artistic compositions. In literary works, street lamps often serve as metaphorical beacons. Authors might employ the image of a street lamp to signify moments of clarity amidst confusion or chaos. The mention of street lamps in poetry